Tea Master Liu Su, storyteller, ugh, just my luck. I'm not gonna tell any more stories today. Not today, I swear it. What's going on? This tiny little stage is really annoying me. It's been poorly maintained for decades. It squeaks at the lightest touch. I've long told our boss, Fan or I, that it needed to be replaced. But he would always brush me off, saying that he couldn't find a good carpenter to do the job. Today, when I was telling the story of the wrath of Heyu, it would make that infernal squeak with every pose I would strike. Nothing could have killed the mood more effectively. Everyone present burst out laughing, and some even made fun of me for it. I'm fed up with it. I must bring a good carpenter to see Fan or I. Then we'll see what other excuses he can come up with this time. You're from the Adventurers Guild, right? Can I just directly ask you to find a carpenter for me? How do I find the carpenter? Who should I look for? Oh, my bad. You don't look like you're from around here. How can I expect you to know where to find good carpenters? Well, then, how about you go to King's Village and look for Master Liu at Fanmu Carpenters? He's known for good skills. Please ask him if he's willing to help me. He can send an apprentice if he's not available. Any carpenter from Fanmu Carpenters can manage the job, and if they build it right, that means we can finally have a befitting stage for Ms. Yun. I'm such a genius. With this reasoning that I just came up with, I don't see how I could say no again this time. Just rest assured, as long as you bring the carpenter here, you'll be paid in full. Then I'll be counting on you. I'm at the tea house every day. Come to me when you've found our carpenter.
Time to act. Body and mind.
Master Liu, Master Carpenter, what's the hurry? Young man, would you like to sit down and have a cup of tea? Master Liu, there's something. You explain Liu Su's request to Master Liu. Oh, it's not difficult to build a new stage, but I'm afraid I can't help. Liyue Harbor is too far away. No one will be taking care of Fanmu Carpenters. If I go, what's more, I'm too old to travel this far. It would take a toll on my fragile bones. Then we won't bother Fanmu Carpenters. Guess I can kiss that commission fee goodbye, then. Hang on a second. Since you traveled all the way here, why don't I recommend someone capable to you? Although he's not yet my apprentice, I've been considering the possibility of accepting him.
Dayu, Master Liu, I'm almost done with the 4-chair set the village head wanted, but I ran out of wood for the last chair.
Granny Liu St, community leader, King's Village, Dayu. Thank you for helping out in the village.
Speak of the devil, I was about to say that Dayu can handle your request as well.
Do you have a job for me? But I'm not yet Master Liu's apprentice, so I can't represent Fanmu Carpenters.
Calm down there. They came from Liyue Harbor and want us to build a new stage for Heyu Tea House.
Oh, you want us to build a stage? Us means me and Master Liu. Did you hear that, Granny Ruixin?
Yes, I did. Master Liu, Dayu really wants to be your apprentice. He only follows you around at Fanmu Carpenters when there are so many other choices. He's a diligent and kind boy. It's time you gave the nod.
Got it. I've already asked him to take jobs on my behalf. I think I've made myself quite clear.
Thank you, Master.
Dayu, the first job I'm going to officially send you on is to build a stage for Heyu Tea House. Do your best and make me proud.
Piece of cake, I've worked for the carpenter who built the stage for the Jade Chamber. Don't be so proud yet. The stage of Heyu Tea House has lasted for decades. You gotta build a sturdy one for them too.
Oh, so this is all for Urai's tea house.
How has he managed to never replace his tiny stage for so long?
I'll take the job. Let me finish the last chair in the set, and I'll come with you. I'm sorry that you'll have to wait a bit. I need 3 pieces of pine wood for the last chair. I'm going to collect some.
We'll have to wait a bit. We can't wait.
Well, if you don't want to wait, then you'll have to magically produce 3 pieces of pine wood right here, right now.
Got it.
So you really can do that. Then could I trouble you to bring me 1 red dye?
Now, wait a minute.
Haha, don't get so worked up. A great person like you must have a greater heart.
Honestly, I'm quite shocked that Uri never replaced the stage for all the years. He was stingy as a young man, and he certainly got even worse over the years.
Perhaps that's not the reason.
HMPH, I know him well enough to tell that he's making things difficult for himself again, even at this age. Forget it, the little girl from the Yun family is going to visit me. I gotta go home and make some preparations for my guest. Forget it.
Young man, I took on an apprentice today. Let me make some pork stew tonight to celebrate. Perhaps there's more to it.
I know him well enough to tell that he's making things difficult for himself again, even at this age. Forget it. The little girl from the Yun family is going to visit me. I gotta go home and make some preparations for my guest.
Thank you for your help. Have you found 3 pieces of pine wood and 1 red dye? Here they are.
Dayu busies himself making the chair.
The last chair is finished. Here you are, Granny Ruixin. Now, time to head to the tea house. Take care, Master. I'll be back in a few days.
All right.
Well then, if I leave now, I'll reach Liyue Harbor by tomorrow evening. See you at the Heyu tea house then.
Young man, I took on an apprentice today. Let me make some pork stew tonight to celebrate.
Adventure time!
What do you mean? Don't tell me that you're still arguing amongst yourselves. Oh, I get it. Mr. Liu Su wants to build a new stage, but he doesn't get to make the call here. Fan Uri, who is actually in charge, isn't keen on building something new. Fine, just let me know when you two have things sorted out. I've just had a tiring trip and would like to get some rest while waiting. Sigh, this is just great.
So, our trip is a waste in the end. But what about our commission fee?
Patient. Let me try talking to him again.
Alright, if you don't want to spend a small sum of money on this stage, you'll lose a big fortune in the future. Just think about it. Every time Ms. Yun gives her marvelous spear flourish performance, the audience will hear the squeak of the stage before they even get to applaud. Isn't that simply embarrassing? The Yunhan Opera Troupe isn't obliged to perform at our tea house. They could go somewhere else if they're displeased. That would be a huge loss on our side.
Ms. Yun is a dear friend. She would never do that to me.
You're quite an optimist, aren't you? But I heard that many people have chosen to go to third round knockout instead of our tea house lately. Iron Tongue Chan has gotten even more popular than me. Could you try to be a little more realistic? With all the money Ms. Yun has earned for the tea house, don't tell me that you can't even afford to build a new stage.
Did someone just call my name? Oh, it's you, Mr. Liu Su. You look angry. What happened?
It's nothing. I'm not angry, actually. Well, are you here to perform today?
I'm just here to have some tea and pay you and Uri a visit. Ah, if it isn't been.
What a surprise. I was just thinking about you.
I'd say it's fate. I am not at all surprised.
Aha, Ms. Yun certainly knows the art of conversation. Come, friends, I have some newly made tea from Kaiwang village. Let's brew a pot.
Uri, when I was downstairs, I heard that you are going to rebuild the stage. So, this day has finally come.
This will need a bit more consideration.
Oh, a bit more consideration. Speaking of which, do you know who I visited in the King's village today?
You can just directly tell me that you went to see Ruixin again. Good guess. Granny Ruixin was asking about Heyu tea house, and I told her that everything was the same as when she was young. Then she said, what did she say?
Oops, I forgot what she said.
You seem to have a good memory, but why does it have to fail on this particular day with something so important? Forget it. She'll be happy with things remaining as they were. Young people are always after new things and have little respect for the past. All you know is forcing me to rebuild the stage. The more I explain, the more you'll find me annoying. Please don't get mad, or I. Let's have tea, and I shall brew some. Zoffy and Mr. Liu Su, could I trouble you to bring me some tea?
Stop nagging me about repairing the stage. Let me think about it.
MS. Yun, I was wondering why I refused to build a new stage despite all its benefits.
Now I see why, thanks to your clever choice of topic. I understand his nostalgia. Yes, I really do, but I didn't expect him to have held on to that for decades.
Now we know the reason behind it.
I don't get it.
This is an old story, but since you're involved, I guess it won't hurt to tell you. Fanura used to be an opera singer when he was young, and he often performed together with Granny Ruixin. They would usually play a couple, perhaps, but Granny Ruixin had feelings for someone else. Later, she grew tired of stage performance and then decided to go to King's village with the one she loved. But that person didn't make it to King's village with Granny Ruixin, leaving her to live alone in the village.
Get out of here! Take cover! Ow!
Alright, when we were drinking tea, I suddenly remembered what Granny Ruixin told me.
Oh, what did she say?
She said, Uri always loves to make things difficult for himself. I feel sad about it.
Sigh, she truly understands me. But it seems that she doesn't miss the old stage. I'm the only person who can't. Let go. What a fool was I to be so obsessed with this stage. All right, you can rebuild it as you want.
It's a touching thing to have kept that stage for so many years. I don't find it foolish at all. Please don't think of it that way. The stage must be rebuilt, but we mustn't damage what Uri wants to preserve in memory.
So you finally made your decision. Great, I'll start working right away. Here, take a look at my blueprint. The grand stage on the Jade Chamber was built based on it. According to this design, we need to tear down the walls on the two sides. And
let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we need to repair the stage instead of building something entirely new. Since the problem is caused by the squeaky wood floor, why don't we repair the floor first? As for the rest, we can talk about it later. What do you think, Mr. Liu Su?
So long as the stage won't affect performance, I have no objections to Ms. Yun and Uri's arrangements.
huh, is that all you want? So you don't need me to build a new stage?
Agree. Miss Yun's idea is a good one. As it happens, we don't need to buy the planks. We can find some at the docks. May I trouble you to bring me the planks, Bin? I'll pay you for everything in full later. That works for me.
All right then, leave everything to me.
Ms. Yun really understands me.
Master is right, it's difficult to work for people in cities.
It's settled then. Wonderful. I did just come back from King's Village, and yes, I visited Granny Ryuksin. I directly quoted what she said. It's just... It's just that I didn't quote the full sentence. What she said was, Arai always loves to make things difficult for himself. He's stingy with Mora, and people around him suffer for it as well. It's honestly rather saddening. Although what she said was true, or I would have been irritated had I repeated exactly every word, so I took the liberty of omitting the other half. It's definitely singing the opera on the stage.
Relaxing. Off we go! Thank you. So very Benny's Adventure Chick!
These planks would do. I'll start right away.
Nice. The stage has been repaired. Nothing seems to have changed at all. Young man, since you've traveled all the way from King's Village to here, how much should I pay you?
I thought it'd be a big job, yet I only had to repair a few planks. That wasn't much trouble. I'm new in this line of job, so I won't ask for too much. 2 meals worth of Mora would do. That makes 8,000 in total.
That's a fair price. Good, but I can only offer 2,000 Mora.
What? Why don't you just ask me to do it for free?
This is alright for you. He has a 50-50 principle, you know. Well, it means 50% off first, and then 50% off again, making it 75% off in total. It's rather, economical.
Oh my, your boss is really stingy.
You only repaired a foul planks. I'll only offer 2,000, not a single more.
Guess I'll have to take it since this is my first commission. Remember to put in a good word for Fanmu Carpenters with your audience.
You can count on me and my young friend here. Thanks to you, too. You'll be handsomely paid. How about this blueprint? Look at all the details. It must be worth a fortune. You're stingy indeed. Haha, to run a tea house, I have to pinch pennies here and there. And Ms. Yun, you solved a problem for me on your visit. How should I thank you?
That won't be necessary. I'm glad that I was able to help. I had wanted to invite Xingyan to go to a rock and roll performance.
Oh, you need me to do some explaining for you while you go to the show, right?
Don't say that. I just haven't seen my friend Xingyan for some time and miss her very much, that's all. If the people from the Yunhan Opera Troupe ask about my whereabouts, please.
Got it. I have the answer ready. Oh, you're asking about Ms. Yun. She came to visit Xingyan, and they did embroidery together. That's what I'm gonna tell them. Do you like this one?
Yes, I do. Then it's decided then.
That was fantastic. What a blast.